Good morning, everyone. Wow, it's so amazing to see all of you here with us this morning for our grand opening at our West Job Center in Maryville. Thank you all so much for taking the time to be here with us this morning. I really extremely want to especially thank our wonderful guests that we have here, Mayor Kate Gallego, Councilwoman Guardado, and then also we have the pleasure of having Assistant Director Anna Hunter here from DES. So my name is Lizetta Hogans. I'm the Workforce Administrator with the Community and Economic Development Department in the City of Phoenix, and I also have the pleasure of serving as the Workforce Board's Executive Director, and we're so excited to be here. I especially want to thank our board members for being here this morning. They're out here in the crowd mingling, and all of our partners. Without you, we could not have done this. So I'm excited to share that it's been over a year since we've had this job center open to the public, and we're so excited to showcase the inside so that you can see all of the cool things that we've done to remodel. It took a lot of planning and collaboration to redesign our job center. I especially want to thank all of the staff, so many hours of work that all of you put into not just making this happen, but the design. There were so many different phases that we had to go through in order for this to happen. I especially want to thank our one-stop operator, Stacy Van Emps with Equus Workforce Solutions. Thank you, Stacy. I also want to thank Laura Whitehead, who is our program manager with the Human Services Department. She oversees our career services team. And I also want to thank Beatrice and Maya from DES. They oversee our employment services team at the center. If it hadn't been for you four ladies, man. And then everyone else that really came alongside them to back them up and really get their vision to come to light here at the center. I would be remiss if I did not thank our employers that are here today. Thank you all so much for being here. We appreciate you sharing the wealth of services and employment opportunities that you have for this community and for our job seekers. I do want to thank all of you for your tremendous effort to donate the food today. So all of the lovely, delicious snacks that you see are all from our employers, and that includes the Arizona Department of Health Services, Core Civic, Waffle House, Westwood Global, KBR, Circle K, Arizona Biltmore, and Witron. Thank you all so much. So, our first speaker up this morning is our wonderful Mayor Kate Gallego. I don't think that she needs a huge introduction, but I do want to kind of highlight some of the wonderful things that she has done in workforce and especially within our city. Mayor Kate is one of the mayors I had the pleasure of working with the majority of the time since my tenure in being the Workforce Executive Director of our board. And so in that time frame, she has definitely made workforce one of her main priorities. She's a strong advocate for smart business growth and investment, and she recently helped the city land the largest business development deal ever, $40 billion semiconductor manufacturing plant that will bring significant economic development for decades to come. She also represents workforce on a national level and is the chair of the U.S. Conference of Mayors Workforce, Jobs, and Education Committee, where I also have the pleasure of serving on that workforce board. And so it's really cool to be able to partner with your mayor in this way, and especially with our workforce board and all of our workforce system partners to be able to provide these services to our community. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our mayor, Mayor Kate Gallego.
Thank you so much, Lizetta. I am so pleased to join you for the grand reopening of the West Job Center. We are excited to connect employers and the workforce of the future with their careers of the future. This is a gorgeous project, and it really meets the needs of our community. We've realized what changes we need to make, including that better connection with technology is key to workforce. We have great services for individual populations, including veterans, because we want to be a leader of employment of veterans. So to everyone who worked on to make this project a success, thank you. And to all of you who have dedicated your careers to helping our community make sure they have high-wage jobs that they love, thank you. Can we get a round of applause for everyone who works to connect people with meaningful work? I want to thank our team at the City of Phoenix, as well as our partners at other levels of government and our great employers. Also want to give a special shout out to our workforce board, which helps us make sure that we are making the right investments. The amazing thing about how workforce works is that we partner with nonprofits, employers, and labor unions to make sure that we are meeting the needs of our community, and it's delivering great results, including the one behind me. And we have a lot of work to do. It's amazing to be in America's fastest growing city, but there's a lot of jobs being created. Top growth industries, including semiconductors, electric vehicles, healthcare, and computer technology, need an estimated 80,000 workers by the end of the year. Every business with whom I meet has a need for talent, and forecasts show we need to fill nearly 26,000 advanced manufacturing jobs, including those in our semiconductor industries such as Intel and TSMC. We also have another 26,000 jobs in healthcare and more than 22,000 in computer technology. To make our success sustainable, we have to invest in education and training in every part of our city, and this job center marks an exciting milestone as we move forward. It's also a place where we can launch our mobile efforts. You see parked in this parking lot our mobile career unit. The mobile career unit rolled out in the midst of the pandemic when we found it's better to bring the city to our community. And that mobile career unit has actually won one of the most prestigious awards for city programming, one from Bloomberg Philanthropies with their Global Mayors Challenge. For those of you who are our workforce partners, we need good ideas about where it should go and how we can partner. It gives us a chance to go out in the community. It was a few months ago at an event at one of our public libraries that we did with some of our organizations that support our refugee community, and I got to be part of giving 2 job offers to women who had come to our community from Afghanistan. It was a little bit sobering because they couldn't take a picture facing the camera because there were still people in Afghanistan who might have hurt their families if they had seen what they were doing here, which hit home on many levels, but really showed these are people who have made heroic journeys, and we're helping them get jobs where they can have meaningful work and support their families. They were both working with our youth in this community, so paying it forward at 2 levels. And speaking of our youth, one of the great things that you can do with our job center is the Phoenix Rise program, our youth summer employment program. So for those of you who are watching at home, come here as soon as possible because we are accepting jobs right now for that summer youth program. And we also need employers who want to partner with us for our young people. A great deal where we can provide the financial backing to our employers so that it's effectively free to you and great skills for our young people. This is also personally meaningful for me. Before running for office, I worked in economic development, including workforce. So at one time, my job was to get the coffee for meetings like this. So whoever put out the coffee today, thank you, and may you also maybe end up being mayor someday. I want to close by mentioning that this November we will go to our voters with a $500 million general obligation bond program, and that includes multi-million-dollar investments in workforce as well. Councilwoman Guardado may speak more about this, but it also includes investments in things like pool and youth programs upstate in Maryville as well. So a lot of good things included in that bond election. And speaking of Councilwoman Guardado, I get to bring her next to the podium. She has dedicated her career to making sure that people in our community have high-wage, meaningful work and represents this area. Please welcome the Councilwoman.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Councilwoman Guardado, and I have the great privilege to represent District 5 here in Maryville. So welcome, everyone, to Maryville. The Maryville community is truly the future of Phoenix. The neighborhoods around us today have an average age that is 10 years and younger as the rest of the city. And if Maryville was its own city, it would be the 4th largest in the state. A lot of young people in Maryville. This is the second time in 2 weeks I've been out in Maryville with Mayor Gallego at a ribbon cutting event. So I think that goes to show the interest and investment we are starting to see on this side of town. Thank you so much, Mayor, for all of your support always. I am honored to be here today with all of you to celebrate the grand reopening of the West Job Center. Connecting residents to quality jobs with good pay, good benefits, and job security should be a fundamental mission of any great American city, especially for our young people and those that lost employment in this global pandemic. In Phoenix, the opportunities and career paths are numerous. From our thriving hospitality industry to our robust building trades to employment in our own city jobs, which we have worked very hard to make a leader in a pay and benefits. And I'm also excited to be able to say that in this facility, we will be helping our refugees being able to find jobs. Very excited to hear that we will have a coordinator that will be able to connect with them and that will be able to get them into good jobs. We will make sure the other jobs that we will be also offering in this area and being able to help people is making sure that they can get a CDL license. We have a lot of folks that like to drive, but maybe they want to do something more than just drive a truck around the city and being able to make a little bit more money given how high rents are these days. So they'll be able to get a CDL license. We are in a huge dire need for Head Start employees, so you'll be able to get a job at Head Start as well. Healthcare, as it's been mentioned before, we're going to be able to help people get a job in the healthcare industry, in construction, as we've said, and advanced business, IT, and advanced manufacturing, which is a big deal that the mayor just spoke about. So this is historical for us to be able to be one of the biggest villages in the city of Phoenix and to be able to connect our people with these type of jobs. You can look across the street. We have so many residents that live there, and I just can't wait. How many of them will come in here and be able to get a job? There's a lot of investment that's happening in Maryville, and like the mayor said, we have a bond that's coming this November, and once that bond is approved, it's gonna be amazing the type of investments that are gonna be done down the street at the Maryville Community Center and have a great aquatic center with pools and splash pads and a lot of different things for our kids. So this area is definitely changing. I just want to thank Lisetta and the whole team that actually made this happen. We're definitely excited to see the City of Phoenix Mobile Career Unit here today, bringing the great jobs at the City of Phoenix and bringing them into our community and making sure that people can get those jobs. And then all the investment, pretty soon you guys will see this canal, look at it right now, and I want you guys to come a year from now and we're gonna have benches, we're gonna have workout equipment, people are gonna be able to run, there's gonna be shade, there's gonna be a lot of great things happening in this area. So very excited and very honored and proud to be able to represent this area. And now, I would now like to turn things over to the Arizona Department of Economic Security Assistant Director, Anna Hunter. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Good morning. My name is Anna Hunter, and I have the pleasure of leading the Division of Employment and Rehabilitation Services within the Arizona Department of Economic Security. Within the division, we have the pleasure of working with our community partners, including the City of Phoenix and Arizona at Work, to bring a broad spectrum of employment services to Arizona. I'm excited to be here today at the grand opening of this location. I think this building is it's an example of hope. for the people who walk through these doors. It's an opportunity to receive services for a brighter future. And I would just like to say thank you to the professionals who work inside this building, including those from the City of Phoenix and those from DES. Within this building, we have the opportunity to serve employers, meeting their workforce needs that continue to grow in our incredible Arizona economy. Additionally, we have veterans themselves who serve veterans and their unique needs as they return to the workforce after their service. Additionally, inside this building, we have the opportunity for job seekers who need vocational rehabilitation, additional services to get employment and become a part of the Arizona workforce. We also have team members who Councilwoman mentioned who serve the refugee community, meeting those unique needs of our welcomed refugees here to Arizona and adding them to the incredible workforce and the workforce needs. We also are able to uniquely serve job seekers who are formerly incarcerated, and so they may have access to comprehensive reentry employment services, working closely with our Department of Corrections partners, specifically here at this West Valley office. DES is privileged to be able to work with so many great local partners to tailor the state workforce programs to meet the unique needs of each community that we serve. And with the City of Phoenix has always been an incredible partner in helping our communities access those necessary employment opportunities, improve their skills, and access pathways to success. I would like to thank Mayor Gallego and Councilwoman and everyone today for your hard work in making a beautiful building that the members of this community can feel proud to enter and feel that sense of hope. So thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Director and Mayor and Councilwoman. We're going to shift gears just for a moment. We're actually going to do the ribbon cutting because we want to make sure that we have you all here for that.